Preview. The Pearls of Wisdom Virtual Online Retreat is proudly sponsored by Serenity Radio. Find out more at serenityradio.co.uk.
Well, hello and welcome. Do you have fun identifying your ideal client, or do you find it a challenge? I know that when I first started out, I found it really, really challenging, but I found a fun way, and I'm going to share that with you. I absolutely am going to make it a fun experience for you. My friend Sarah, she really struggled with trying to identify her ideal client. She used to say, right, I'm going to sit and do it this afternoon. And then she'd get distracted because her heart wasn't in it. And then when she said, I think I've got it, Stephanie, I think I've got it, then it would go into a cupboard and it would disappear. And I would be thinking, well, it's a live document. So I'm going to share with you how to have fun whilst you're identifying your ideal client. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my masterclass with you that's in my membership. So you have a taster of what's to come. You are your ideal client avatar. It's either a life experience and you've come out the other side. It could be a trauma, it could be, well, anything really, whatever you have experienced. And it doesn't have to be your whole life. It could just be one day. If you know me, then you'll hear me talk about my 35th birthday. Made a huge difference to me, and that was just one afternoon. And if you're wondering what it was, so I was divorced, I had 2 young children, I was coming up to my 35th birthday, which I perceived to be a milestone, and I realised that if I didn't give myself a birthday party, then it would be unlikely that anybody else would. So me sitting there waiting for it to happen, expecting people to read my mind, I finally realised at the age of 35 that that isn't how it happens. And so that afternoon, I gave myself a 35th birthday party. It was very simple. It was tea and cakes in the garden. I spent all afternoon stood at the kitchen sink making cups of tea. It didn't matter. It was the aha moment. And that's what I mean by it does not have to be your whole life. It could just be one day. You are your ideal client avatar. And if you're not working on experience, then you're working on a passion, something that you absolutely adore and want to monetize. It could be Pilates or yoga. It could be cooking or gardening. It could be knitting. Those of you that know me will know that I absolutely adore knitting. So whatever your interest or your passion is, that's the important thing. It's all about your desire to help others by sharing your experience, your wealth of knowledge, your passion. Whatever it is, it's what comes from within. It's not out there, it's inside, right here. It's inside you. It's what sits in your heart, and that's what makes the difference. The other thing is, it's your ideal client for now. As your business evolves, as you evolve, as you grow, then so will your ideal client avatar. And it makes a huge difference. The last time I did my ideal client avatar, you know, the A4, no, not the A4, A1, the big flip charts, you know, the big flip charts? I absolutely filled 2 of those from top to bottom in small writing. It was covered in purple writing. It's a shame I didn't bring it to show you. It's downstairs. I check in with my ideal client avatar every 6 months. And in between those 6 months, I'm actually referring to it all the time. It's my reminder of who my ideal client avatar is. Yes, it comes from within, but when I'm sat there trying to come up with social media content or think of a post, or I'm struggling to find a word, that's my go-to document. It sits on my kitchen wall. It's my go-to document. Kitchen wall, because that's where I do my work. If you think you can do your ideal client avatar in half an hour, then no disrespect, rubbish in, rubbish out. Spend the time. Put half a day aside. Spend the time and really get deep down into the psyche of your ideal client avatar. It's one thing knowing it comes from within, but actually having it on a piece of paper to refer to makes a huge difference. And the reason why is because we don't realise how far we've come. We don't realise how much we've changed. So having that piece of paper to refer to as to where our ideal client currently is and where they can be makes a huge difference. You need to understand their pain, or their hell, you may know it as. What is their problem at the moment? And if you're talking about a passion that you want to share with them, maybe they don't know how. My mum at 86 has just decided that she wants to learn crochet. How did she find out? So she went onto YouTube, she got books, she asked me, she asked my sister. And between us all, and the books and the YouTube and everything else, she's now created what it was that she'd set out to do. And she's very thrilled. And that's what it's all about. If you understand where your client is now and where they can be, it makes communicating with them far more easy, a lot more easy. So you think about it. It may be difficult for you to go back to what life was like. It may be you don't want to dredge up those bad thoughts or that horrible situation or that not knowing how to create a fondant rose, a fondant icing rose. My mum, bless her cotton socks, when it was her wedding anniversary, she decided she was going to bake a cake, a very posh cake, big fruit cake, ice it. She got all the tackle, special turntable and everything, and she was making this basket of flowers as a cake. So she had the icing that opened up like a basket and she put all the flowers in. And when she finished, she says, I think they look more like a basket of cabbages because they were so big. But that's what it's all about. It's all about starting to learn. Bless her cotton socks. She doesn't live it down, bless her. Let's get back to the ideal client avatar. Spend time on it. It's not a document you do and put away. It's one that you refer to constantly. It is your go-to. Understand their pain and their hell, or their hell, and understand their pleasure and their heaven, where they want to be. And that's what I was talking about, wasn't it? If you're finding it difficult, knowing where you started, you don't have to relive it. Ask friends. Just ask them, what was I like then? So you don't have to relive it. Or, alternatively, play some music from that era just to take you back to understand and then come out of it again. You know, mindset is a wonderful thing, and it only has power if we give it that power. So don't dwell on the past. You are where you are today, and that's where you want to take your clients. You just need to understand where they are now to help them to get to where they can be, where they want to be. And as I say, every piece of communication talks to them. Niche, 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 or in the words of our wonderful American colleagues, niche, niche, niche. I love that word. Niche, niche, niche. The more you niche, the more you will attract clients. If you are too broad, don't get me wrong, I know that we can all help everyone. I totally get that, totally and utterly get that. But if we are too broad in what we're saying, then clients don't realise it's for them. They don't think it's for them, they think it's for someone else. And if you try to include everyone, then it also means they may not understand your offer. So niche, niche, niche. Yes, you can help all female coaches, but I niche down. New female life coaches, 40 plus. They've got their coaching skills. They know that they can make transformations. They just haven't got a clue, or should I say more to the point, haven't got a clue because they're clever ladies, they're intelligent ladies. They are totally overwhelmed, totally and utterly overwhelmed by all the information out there. All the information. I remember what it was like when I first started. So get really focused on your niche and serve those clients really well. And it will make a huge difference. And I'm standing here realising that I haven't actually taken the opportunity to introduce myself. And for that, I am so sorry. So my name is Stephanie Thompson, and I'm Stephanie Thompson Coaching. And as I was just explaining, which reminded me, I work with new female coaches, life coaches, over 40. They could be mindset coaches or stylist coaches, but life coaches. And I help them put in place an effective and profitable business that attracts clients, attracts paying clients. My clients have already got testimonials. They know that what they offer gets results because they've done it with their family and friends. But now they want to earn money. And they don't know where to start. They've got the skill, but it's the business acumen. So I take them through my 10 steps to launch. And that it really is that simple. You need 10 things in place. Sorry, 10. You need 10 things in place to launch your business and launch your program and start attracting those paying clients. 10 things. And I take you through every one of those 10 steps. Simply, easily. I give you all the how-to videos. I give you all my templates. I actually show you step by step things like how to create a landing page. What is a landing page? How to create it? What's a freebie? How to create it? Where to find your tribe? I've got a whole host of masterclasses that I can share. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Let's get back to the point in hand. Do you have fun identifying your ideal client? Yes, there are some standard questions, and you will get these across anybody who talks about how to identify your ideal client. First things first, who do you love to work with? That's more important. What lights you up? If you like working with children, great. If you prefer working with pensioners, great. Who do you love to work with? Me? Females. I love working with ladies, adore working with ladies. Ladies who have a spiritual side, who have a woo-woo side, but they want to be in business. And I have both of those aspects. I spent 20 years in corporate business. My ex-husband was self-employed. My parents have been self-employed since I was 11. They've only just retired at 86, 85 and 84, something like that. So I bring a wealth of experience of small business, corporate business, coaching business, my own coaching business. I share with you the exact same steps I do in my business. In my business, I'm an international coach. I have clients all over the world, New Zealand, Australia, all across Europe, the UK, which is where I'm based, and from coast to coast in the USA too. I am very fortunate to be an international coach. And I share, you can learn how to be well yourself. I am an international radio presenter. My show, Stephanie's Business Coaching Show, broadcasts into 47 different countries. I've been very, very fortunate with the opportunities I've been offered throughout my career as a coach. I even snuck in, I'm an international number one international best-selling author, co-author. So I contributed a chapter to a book, but I have the accolade, number one international best-selling author. And I'm going to be working on my own book this year, next year. I'm hoping for Christmas, but I'm not sure I'll make it. I'll set a date in the sand and see what I can do. Anyway, we digress yet again. It's all because I'm giving you a chance to write down all the questions. Who do you love to work with? Who is your favourite client, and why are they your favourite client? That can help you identify. Work from within, because the chances are, well, not the chances, we attract like people. So like attracts like. I'm sure you've heard that before now. Like attracts like. So your favourite client, there will be things about them that are the same as you. Okay? When I look at all my friends, I've got 5 really, really good close friends. And I look at them, they're all very, very different. But they've all got elements of me in them in different forms. And that's what makes them so special. Let's go back to the standard questions. What is their gender? What is their age? What is their marital status? My brother has been with his girlfriend for 15 years. My sister has been living with her fiance for 25 years. Me, married twice, divorced twice. The only one that's had children, have been single for 11 years. So again, I bring a broad range of experience there. Anyway, what is their marital status? How many children do they have? How old are they? Is it an empty nest situation? Where do they live? When I first started out, I was concentrating on the Midlands in the UK, which is where I live. But as I have evolved, remember I was saying that a couple of slides ago, as I have evolved, so my ideal client has evolved too, and my business has grown. What's their annual income? It does make a difference. It could influence how much you want to charge. Do they pay rent? Do they pay a mortgage? Which pets do they have? I don't have any. My eldest daughter has a cat. I wouldn't thank you for a cat, but Charlie's lovely. And my youngest has a dog. And he is huge to Carney, absolutely huge. But again, I wouldn't thank you for a dog either. I don't do pets. And what extended family do they have? In this day and age of blended families, what extended family do they have? And you will get this from many coaches. It's the basic questions for identifying who your ideal client is. But I'm going to take you further, so we can dig a bit deeper. So give 3 results your client most desires. For me, my client wants a one-stop shop. She is absolutely overwhelmed by all the information on the internet, the web, the YouTube, the Facebook, the LinkedIn. There is information bombarding her from every angle. And she just wants somebody to share what to do, when, and how to do it. That's what I was looking for when I first started out. And as my business has evolved and grown, and I now have the time, I want to help those new coaches, give them a head start on where I started. So give 3 results your client most desires. Give 3 fears that stop your client in their tracks. Probably the biggest one is being visible. What will Auntie Betty say? I daren't say that in case Uncle Fred takes umbrage about it. That's the biggest one. But what's the 3 fears that stops your client in their tracks? I don't know how. I haven't got a clue what to do. Well, where do I start? Those are under the one heading. So what fear? Give 3 fears that stop your client in their tracks. Give 3 challenges your client faces. What are the symptoms? So the challenges, it could be doing a live and then thinking, what on earth am I going to say? What if I stutter? What if I stumble on my words? What if I run out of things to say? What if a plane flies over whilst I'm doing the live? What are the symptoms? And what mistakes your client is making? More than likely, they are diligently building their course. In my instance, they are getting it absolutely perfect. They are crossing the T's and they're dotting the I's. They are making sure they've put everything in. They're making sure they've missed nothing out. But it doesn't work like that. Because believe you me, when you do it for the first time, it changes. It doesn't matter how long you spend doing it, how perfect you try and make it. The first time you run through it, you'll change it. And this is why I advocate imperfect action. I'm not saying there should be spelling mistakes, excuse me. I'm not saying there should be grammatical errors. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you haven't put everything in, it doesn't matter, because when you run it, it will change. If you haven't timed everything to the last minute, don't worry, because things evolve and change. As you're talking, you'll think, I'll share that story with them. Believe you me, when I started this, I wasn't going to tell you about my mum's basket of cabbages. Bless her. That just came to me, so I shared. And give 3 things your client thinks they are doing right, but it's stopping them achieving their dreams. So they want a website. They want a Facebook group. They want a logo. They want their colours. Believe you me, the amount of time I've been in business, my logo, my website, all changed several times. And yet it seems to be, I've got to have this, and it's got to be right. I don't think there is a realisation that things evolve, things grow. That's why it's important to have an ideal client avatar for now. Now, admittedly, my stars, I'm sure you will see on the screen, there's my logo, the swoosh of stars. I've had this printed, specially, so that I can do live. So there is a connection between Stephanie and her stars. These stars have stayed the same. The colours have changed. So think about what it is for now. And that for now could be a year, 18 months. I certainly wouldn't plan further than that, because by the time you get to 18 months, you will have learned so much, especially if you come and join me, because you will have gone through your 10 steps, your 10 steps to launch. Okay? Here's another way of getting into your ideal client psyche. Finish this sentence. My ideal client has no idea how to set up a Facebook page, has no idea how to create a landing page. And guess what? That's what I share. I do how-to videos in my membership, and it tells you, click this button, click that button, put the wording in here, put your logo in here, put your payment button here. I share step by step exactly how to do those things. So think about your ideal client has no idea how to crochet. Okay, sorry, I've just taken my slippers off, I'm getting hot. And another sentence to finish. One thing my ideal client doesn't want anyone to know about them is they're scared. They might get found out. Imposter syndrome. Or another way of saying it is comparisonitis. Comparisonitis makes a huge impact on clients not having their confidence to share their message. And what I will say is, if you are one of those clients, come and talk to me. Come and share what you want to do, free of charge. You can book a coffee and chat. My website is on the bottom of the page here, look, www.stephaniethompsoncoaching.com. Pop on there, you can book a coffee and chat with me. Come and share what you want to do and let me help you. Okay, want to do some more? Shall we go a bit further? Yes? Okay. Getting inside your ideal client avatar's psyche. And this is actually getting into their head. Yes, we've done where they live and what they eat and whether they pay a mortgage or a rent and blah, 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 blah. But this bit is starting to really dig deep. This bit, look inside and think, well, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 12 years ago, what did you really want? What did you really want? What was keeping you awake at night? And I can answer mine. What I really wanted was to get out of corporate life, because what was keeping me awake was a list as long as my arm of jobs to do. And it was hard work. It was 15-hour days, 16-hour days. It was hard work. And I just wanted to get out. And I have. And I am so laid back now. You know, the Fitbits. So you can measure your stress levels, can't you? Yes? Mine's always in the blue, right down to the left, always in the blue. Now, then, 20 years ago, then, I'm sure it would have been bright red or whatever the colour furthest to the right is. I was constantly living on my nerves on the go. I was constantly on that hamster wheel. But I got off. And I show you in 10 steps how you can get off too. I'm talking to share so you can write the questions down. What does your ideal client suffer from? Comparisonitis, imposter syndrome, same thing, different. Do they suffer from nerves? Do they suffer from lack of confidence? Do they suffer from fear of being visible? What does your ideal client suffer from? What's troubling your ideal client? For me, my ideal client, well, they've been working, they've taken redundancy or severance, but they want money coming in. And they believe, rightly or wrongly, they believe they're at an age where they can't get a job. But they have all these skills. They have all these fabulous skills, so that they can share them out through my 10 steps. What is at stake for your ideal client? Are they going to lose their house? Are they going to lose their family? Are they heading for a divorce? What's at stake? Is it the fact that they don't get any financial freedom? They literally have money in, money out to the bills, in, out to the bills, in, out to the bills, and there's no money to live, to enjoy life. So what is at stake for your ideal client? What has your ideal client tried before and it didn't work? So maybe they've been to Weight Watchers, they've been to Slimming World, and it's not worked. Or it's worked, but that was then, and now the thought of doing it just turns their stomach. Maybe they've tried acupuncture, maybe they've tried hypnotherapy. So what has your ideal client tried before? Maybe for mine, my ideal clients, they've just tried putting an advert in the local post office. They've tried putting an advert on Facebook, not really knowing what they were doing about Facebook ads, hoping that somebody somewhere would buy their course. But there's a whole program to go through. There's a whole series of steps to take before you get to doing Facebook ads. If you've gone straight into Facebook ads, then are you throwing good money away? What's your stats? What does your ideal client need fixing right now? So what's the quick thing? So for my ideal client, they are constantly short of time. They're running round after everybody else. They have to go to the pharmacy for the mum, and they have to go and pick up the lawnmower for the husband, and they have no time. They've got no time to do what lights them up. And I'm not talking about going and visiting friends or sitting doing the knitting. I'm talking about building their business, being able to help others. But she hasn't got the time. So my freebie is how to reclaim time in your day. And then once you've got that time, then I take you through the 10 steps to actually build your business. How much worse will things get if the problem isn't fixed now? And if it's money in, bills, money, bills, money, bills, it's a hamster wheel. Absolute hamster wheel. You're constantly running and getting nowhere. So how much worse will it get? You know, is the husband saying, I think we ought to move house, we need a bigger mortgage, we need a bigger house, blah, blah, blah. So how much worse will things get? What is stopping your ideal client fix the problem themselves? They don't know what they don't know. They don't know how to get moving. They don't know how to take the first step. They don't know what steps to take for my client. Or if they do, they've tried them and they've not worked because they've not had the sequence of steps that they needed. How desperate is your client to fix their pain health? Because if they're not desperate, if they're not 8, 9 or 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, if 0 is don't want it at all, 10, I really, really, really want it, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7's borderline, 8, 9, 10, they're the ones that will take action. They're the ones that will make a difference. If that vision that they're aiming for is that compelling, they'll take action. How much of a difference will your solution bring to your ideal client? What difference will it bring? That's a really, really good question. Because you could say things like, I will take you through my 10 steps. But does that actually tell you what a difference the solution will bring? No, because 10 steps, so what? But what I do is I take you through 10 structured steps. Each one builds on the next. You will have strong business foundations that you can build your business on going forward. I teach only using free systems, free versions of systems, which means you do not start your business in debt. You can literally get your business up and running using only free systems. You can get your message out to the wide world. I show you how to create your program, what your program could be if you're stuck, how to do a 5-day challenge if that's what's right for you, how to create a freebie. I show you how it all fits together. I show you how to do visibility and engagement. I'm sure you will have seen numerous posts about, I have no idea where to start with creating social media content. How do you post 4 times a day? Yeah? My masterclass, you can create 52 days worth of content in the space of an afternoon, an evening. Makes a huge difference when you are following clear, concise, step-by-step guides, and you've got how-to videos that you can watch, stop and do it. Watch the next bit, stop, do it. Makes a huge difference to actually getting your message out there. What is the benefit for them if they decide to work with you? For me, you'll have instant access. Instant access. Pay the money, access. And on top of that, I'm not asking the earth. £20 per month. And there's a list at the end of this that will show you what you will get instant access to. And it's phenomenal, believe you me. What would your ideal clients look like once they have worked with you? My ideal clients will have all their posts in place. They will have structure on how to build their business. They will know where they're taking their business to and why. They will have templates that they can follow. I did a VIP, a 2-day VIP last week. The amount of work she covered was phenomenal. But there was just 3 things that she wanted to concentrate on. And when she walked away, she had a year's worth of social media content. She had a marketing plan on how to get her message out there. She knew where to find her tribe. She knew how to do a 5-day challenge. It was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal working with me. Why should your ideal client buy now? And that's really important, because I'm sure you've seen those little sayings on the hearts or on the plaques when you go around the shops that said, if you don't take the first step today, where will you be in a year's time? Something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what the words are. But why should they buy from you now? Because life will still be the same. It'll still be money in, bills out, money in, bills out. Why should they buy from you now? Because if you come onto my program, I can make a difference in 4 weeks. 60 steps in 4 weeks, structured, simple, step by step, that builds into getting you visible, getting your message out there. You've got the structure in place to support those people that come back and want to purchase. It's all there. You don't have to do the 60 steps in 4 weeks. You can learn at your own pace because all the information is readily available. Okay? So if you're working full time, but you want to do a side hustle, the information's there. You can dip into it as and when you need it. Instant access, 24/7. Why should your ideal client buy from you? Why should you buy from me? Because I've done it. I help you learn exactly what I do. What I share with you in my masterclasses, you will actually see me putting into place in my own business because I know it works. It gets results. It wasn't fluke that I became an international coach. It isn't fluke that I've got clients from all over the world in my masterclass. I offer that simple step-by-step process. Ready for some more? Have you got all the questions down? Okay. Walk in your client's shoes. Where are they right now? What is their predicament? Why are they in that predicament? Walk in their shoes. And remember, it's coming from within. It's not, well, it could be that lady or that lady or that lady. It's from within. Look at yourself. Where were you? What was your predicament? And why were you in that predicament? Help yourself to help you understand them so that you can talk to them, so that they know you understand them. That way they'll identify with you. And if they identify with you, if they like you and get to know you, they will listen. If they trust you, they will buy. What do they think about their current predicament, and how do they feel about their current predicament? Some people think, some people feel, some people do both. But what do they think about it? What do they feel about it? This will get you deeper into the emotions that they're going through, into that internal voice that they've got going round and round in their head. Their emotions as to how they feel. Do they feel small? Do they feel little? Are they ready to become a butterfly and expand their wings? What are their fears and failures that have resulted in them being at this point? You know, my school life was hard. There's no two ways about it. But I've now got more letters after my name than in my name. Makes a huge difference for me personally, for my confidence. And it's my confidence and my conviction and my belief in my clients. That's what they buy into. Not the list of qualifications. Neither here nor there. What are their hopes and dreams once they're out of this current predicament? What will it bring them? Freedom, travel, time with family. It will bring them, I don't know, the mulberry bag they've always wanted. There's a whole host of things. And where do they want to be? By when? So I have, for me personally, I have my 5 and my 10-year goals, but I also have my from now till Christmas, from Christmas till Easter, that builds up for me to achieve those 5 and 10-year goals. So where do they want to be? Where did you want to be? Are you good so far? Everything okay? This is 4 questions for you to answer from your perspective. And I know we covered them on the previous one, but it does help you just answer it from your own perspective. Why should they work with me? Why should they be interested in my program? What difference will my program make? And why should they purchase now? It's almost like a journaling situation, this one. Okay, so hopefully you've got those questions. Why should they work with me? Why should they be interested in my program? What difference will my program make for them? And why should they purchase now? Let me have a look at the time. We're doing all right. Okay, are you okay so far? I hope so. I know that if you've got any questions, by all means, get in touch with me, www.stephaniethompsoncoaching.com. You can go into contact and you can send me your questions, okay? And I will do my very, very best to answer them and to help you out. Let's see where we're going next, eh? Do you need anything else? For some people, this is sufficient information. And they can use this information to move into the next phase of launching their business. And they don't need anything else. I did. I did need something else. I did feel as though I was stuck trying to understand my ideal client, even though now I do it every 6 months and I love doing it. But then when I was first starting out, it was just like a big black hole. I needed more. And I'm going to share with you my magic sauce. Oh my God, did I have fun doing this next bit. And it made all the difference to me. All the difference. So hopefully it will for you too. What is your brand avatar? Oh God, hadn't got a clue what it was. No idea, but God, did it make a difference when I finished. Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. Made a huge difference for me. Your brand is a collection of stories, images, colours, feelings and emotions that when they're all taken together, it helps your potential client identify with you. It helps them make decisions. It helps them to invest with you. Makes a huge difference. I love my stars, absolutely adore my stars. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I love the pastel shades, not everybody's cup of tea. But that's fine, because like attracts like, and this is who I am. Stars, love stars, pinks. My mum told me once I was very pink and I didn't realise it, but I am very pink, even though I'm wearing blue now. Your brand avatar is what brings your brand to life. And therefore, when you do this work, it brings your ideal client avatar to life too. I just cannot share how much of a difference it made for me. Huge difference, massive difference, and get to play on Pinterest. God, did I have fun playing on Pinterest? Okay, are you intrigued now? Do you want to know what it's all about? There you go. This is what I created in the end of doing all this work, my brand board, my brand avatar. And I'm going to share with you a bit about it, particularly those 8 pictures. Really, really important, those 8 pictures, okay? Called a mood board. So, as you can see, it is a group of ladies sitting around a computer. And for me, that is portraying community. They are focused and they are supported. And that is what I want for my ideal client avatar when she comes into my arena, be it through my newsletters, my Facebook group, on a course. It's all about being focused and supported. The atmosphere, that's the one with the drinks and the fire. The atmosphere, relaxed, loved and cared for. I want to envelope my clients and hold them and share with them that it is okay, that they're doing great, that they have got this. Because, in the words of Tony Robbins, all that you need is within you now. We just need to dig it out. We just need to find where it is. And this brand board, this ideal client avatar, is one of the first steps that we do. So the blue stars, for me, the constellation, is the emotion. It's all about excited about what to open next. It's the excitement, it's the joy, it's the thrill. And it starts, of course. And then that final one, that lady sitting on the sofa, is it a cat or a dog? Can't see. Dog, I think. The ultimate aim, a stress-free lifestyle. And believe you me, when you get to this point, I love my life. It is so stressless compared to my corporate life. Oh, I'm in seventh heaven. Love it. Love the freedom, love the joy, love the excitement of every day, love working with my clients. Love it. Absolutely love it. And then there's a girl in a red jacket smiling. Doing it in style, girl next door. I'm just me. Dead simple, dead ordinary. I smile a lot, and whatever you ask, I'll do my best to answer. I'm the girl next door, doing it in style. I love the jars with the seedlings at the top, especially as my parents are commercial growers. Sow the seed and nurture them. Sow the seeds and nurture them. And that's what I want to do. That's why I work with new female clients. I gather them together and I nurture them and feed them and watch them grow and grow and grow and grow. And I love that. Absolutely love that, because all that you need is within you now. You just need the beacon to aim for, to know the path you've got to take. And that's my 10 steps. And then I love that picture of the sofa with the pictures on the wall. Clean, simple and organised. And if you pick up anything about what clients have said, I am very clear, very structured. I make it as simple as I possibly can. I did a talk in a group the other week, and that group gave a peculiar swirly sort of pattern. And I said, let me put it in Stephanie's speak, and mine was square boxes. Let me put it in Stephanie's speak. I should have done stars, shouldn't I? Square boxes. The number of comments that I got in the comments that said, I've never understood that diagram. Now I get it. Now I understand what I've got to do. It makes a huge difference. I do my very best to make it as simple and as easy as possible, which is why I do the how-to videos, and I share my templates, and I give you everything. I give you everything so that you can be successful, so that you can go out and share your message to the world as quickly as you possibly can. And then that final picture, again, it's atmosphere. Relaxed, fun and laughter. And believe you me, I love the fact that when I'm on the calls, we have fun, we laugh, we enjoy. And I'm not the be all and end all. I know that there are people in the community who have phenomenal knowledge. They just need some structure, and that's why they come to me. So if they know the answer, they can share. Absolutely. You know, I just want to bring that community together to share and support, to inspire and motivate each other. If you go onto my website, www.stephaniethompsoncoaching.com, you can come and join the Facebook group. There's a big button there. Come and join the Facebook group. Come and join it. Come and join in the fun. Come and join in and look for the stars and all that sort of thing. You get to share your business. You get to share your links. You get to share who your ideal client is. You get to share what your offer is. And there's lots of fun in there. What's the best book you've ever read? There's motivation in there. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. Isn't it time you did something different? Yeah? So come into the Facebook group, if nothing else. www.stephaniethompsoncoaching.com. You can get access there. Are you ready to find out more about the brand avatar and the brand board? Let's go. Questions. Okay then. Questions to get your creative juices flowing. Now then, whilst that's up there, I want to share with you what we do with this. All right. If your brand was a person, what are their characteristics? All right. So for me, the characteristics are focused, supportive, motivated, courageous. So what do you do with those words? You go onto Pinterest, you go into the search button and you put in courageous and you see what pictures come up and save them into a board. So say, create your brand avatar board and save them into the board. Don't go mad. You'll end up with thousands. I know what Pinterest is like. Don't go mad. But pick out some ones that really resonate with you. If your brand avatar was to wear clothes, what would they wear? Now, for me, it's all about jeans, loafers, blouse or a t-shirt and a jacket. That's what my brand avatar would wear. Pop into Pinterest and put in, find a couple of 3 pictures of what resonates. Better still, in your brand colours. If your brand avatar was going to buy a house, what would the house look like? Don't worry about how much money you've got to spend. No. What would the house look like? Would it be by the sea? Would it be in the mountains? Would it be by a river? Would it be a big mansion? Or would it be a beautiful little cottage in the English countryside? And if you were going to decorate the house, what would the colours and the patterns be on the wall? Yes, I've got my stars. I love my stars. It's not wallpaper, it's a poster. But are you geometrical? Are you floral? Do you like lines? Are you chintz? What colours? As you can see, pink, blue, mauve, navy. They're my colours. You can see them on the screen. What are your colours? For me, the colours are pink, blue and pale blue, and the navy is the text. For me, everybody's different. What is their most favourite room in the house and why? Well, for me, it's the kitchen, because for me, the kitchen is where everyone comes together and we sit and eat a meal. But it may not be for you. It may be a bathroom, it may be a conservatory. Most favourite item in the house. There may be something that really resonates with you, that lights you up, that it brings you joy every time you look at it. And believe it or not, I have, and it wasn't expensive at all. I have 4 letters. I've sprayed them silver because they were gold and I didn't want them gold, I wanted them silver. And it just spells out home, because for me, I'm a real home bird. And I love that. I love those 4 letters. Love them. What does your brand avatar feel most comfortable when they're not at home? Is it a pub? Is it a dance club? Is it on the beach? Is it walking by water? So where do they feel most comfortable? What does your brand avatar do for relaxation? Is it swimming? Is it yoga? Is it knitting? Is it crocheting? Making fondant roses for the basket? What do they do for relaxation? How do people feel when they are with your brand avatar? I want them to feel supported, cared for, understood, motivated, inspired. What actor? Oh gosh, yes, what actor would play your brand avatar? I thought about this long and hard. Long and hard. And what did I come up with? Doris Day. Love Doris Day. Those sparkly eyes. Fern Britton, who was Can't Cook, Won't Cook, those of you that know that programme. Holly Willoughby, that was another one. And I eventually settled on Fern Britton. Fern Britton is the actor that would play my brand avatar. Favourite colours? What can I say? And favourite patterns? What can I say? It says it all, doesn't it? But every time you've answered one of these questions, you will have popped into Pinterest and you will have put in that word. So go and create your brand board, and then what you do is you start, open the brand board and look at it as a whole. And believe you me, there will be some that think, oh my God, no, I don't know why I picked that, don't know why I picked that, don't know why I picked that. Okay? But then you'll narrow it down. And on my brand board, there's 8 pictures. And that's what you're ultimately aiming for, is 8 pictures that really resonate with you, that really makes a difference, that just says what your brand is. And when you're doing all of this, it makes a huge difference understanding your ideal client avatar, because that's what happened to me. That's when I really got to know that it's inside me, that it's within me, that it's who I am, who I was, that it's actually making a huge difference as to understanding who they are. And I hope you do too. Could do journaling. I'm not a big fan of journaling. I will be honest, I'm not a big fan of journaling. I love meditation, not a big fan of journaling. However, if you want to journal, here's 3 questions. Obviously, you can pick some others. How do you want your client to feel when they work or interact with your brand or with you? What strengths and personality traits do you have that help your customers feel that way? I'm focused, I'm structured, I can see the path of where I'm going and what I'm doing. That is what I want my customers to feel, because they're in this world of all this noise from the internet, and I want them to feel focused and structured and have a path to follow. And then the third one is, what elements from your own personal style are important to bring into your branding? I'm always smiling. I'm always having fun. Yes, I can be very serious, don't get me wrong. I can be very, very serious. But what elements from your own personal style are important to bring into your branding? The fun, the joy, the courage, because it does take courage to get your message out there. It takes doggedness, focus, and that's me. That's who I am. That's my style. And that's what I want for my clients. And when you've done it all, get the highlighter pen out. I love a highlighter pen. Get the highlighter pen out and highlight the key words, the words that come up time and time again, the words that make a real difference, the words that you know will resonate for you, for your ideal client, for your brand. And then suddenly you've got your keywords, your SEO. Okay? Are you good so far? Yes? Are we doing all right? Okay. Let's see what's next. So I've talked about ideal client avatar. And I've also talked about your brand avatar. This document that I've created is 1 page. There is other pages behind it, but it is this 1 page. And it has my, well, as you can see, brand guidelines, Stephanie Thompson coaching in my colours. Get focused fast, attracting clients, business alignment. That's what I'm all about. Get focused, attracting clients, business alignment. Those are my colours. And underneath, I've actually put the hashtag, or there's a name for hex code, the hex code, what it is. And I've also put the RBG, can't remember which way around it is, but depending on which system you're using, sometimes they want hex code, sometimes they want the RGB code. So that's all there. So I just have that by the side of my computer, so that when I'm doing something, I think, oh, I want me blue, I want me purple, I want me green, or whatever. It's there instantly. And that mood board, those 8 pictures, that is what my brand is all about. It's that bringing together, that relaxation, that softness, that joy, with that focus in between. And the excitement. And the atmosphere. It's all there. All there. Other things on the brand board is your logos. So there's your main logo, your social logo, your favicon logo. There are the keywords. So you will have already identified your keywords when you were journaling. So attracting clients and making money, startup, new coach, business alignment, 40+ females, friendly, helpful, approachable. I hope you think I'm approachable. Everybody who meets me says I'm approachable, so fingers crossed. Supported, focused, enthusiastic. Yes, I'm very enthusiastic. If you can dream it, you can do it. And if you can dream it, I can help you put a plan together. It's as simple as that. And I don't charge the earth. I am very aware that it is new coaches starting out for the first time, and therefore money is minimal. So I'm all about helping as many people as possible, but for not too much money, because they haven't got it to start off. Okay. And then there's the fonts, the text, the fonts. So those are the fonts that I use, the Railway and the Montserrat, and the sizes and the colours. Okay. That sort of document, if you're working with a copywriter or a web designer, if you give them that, they get to feel, they get to understand, they get to think, they get to get into the psyche of what your brand is, so they can build whatever it is you're asking them to build. It makes a huge difference. There's far more in my branding masterclass. I said there were 2 or 3 pages behind. So I do talk about the brand colours and matching them, the psychology of colour. Huge thing, the psychology of colour. Big thing, that is. You know, why does Virgin have the red? Why does Coca-Cola have the red? Why is BT blue? It's all about communication. Hence why I've worn a blue top today. And all my text is in blue. Then there's BP. Why is BP green? And all of that sort of thing. Huge, huge thing behind the colours that you use. What colours light you up? What shades light you up? I was talking earlier about my brands changing. My colours have changed as my business has progressed. Well, previously I was all into the prime colours, red and green and blue, really prime colours. But now, no, softer, feminine, because I like working with ladies. More comforting is what I want to portray. Logos, main image, social media image, favicon image, really important. Your text, your fonts, what font, how to get fonts, where to get free fonts. You know, I talk about working in MailChimp and Canva and Zoom, all free versions of it all. But they don't always have the same fonts available. So where can you get those fonts from? What fonts are you short of on your windows that you need to match the other 2, etc., etc. Okay, so I talk about how to do that. Colour, I talked about, hex codes, RGB codes. There's a website where if you've got a photograph and you think that's the colour I want, you can load it up and it'll tell you what the hex code is. It's a phenomenal. And brand values. So mine is all about joy, authenticity, and courage. Having the courage to do things. So what's your brand values? But that's the branding masterclass. That's a whole different ballgame. Okay? So where can you find out more? So I've been telling you about my website, which is at the bottom of the page, stephaniethompsoncoaching.com. You can go and find out all sorts of things. But what I have been sharing with you today is my ideal client avatar masterclass. And you can have access to that full masterclass and all the others. It's a monthly subscription. All you need to do is go onto https://stephanie2.cartra.com/page/ W, capital Q, small s, 10. Go on there and you will find out all about my monthly subscription. You will find out about my 60 steps in 4 weeks as well. But I wanted to share with you today about my monthly subscription. If you want to sign up for the 60 steps in 4 days, the next cohort starts 5th of October. Okay, what do you get for your £20 a month, or approximately $25 a month? You get your monthly masterclass, which is a full workbook, all the how-to videos for every step, and all the templates that I use if they're mentioned. You also get 2 live group calls per month with me, where you can come and ask anything you want about your business. The first call of the month, I share about the masterclass, so I make it come alive, and you can ask questions. And the second one, I'll often do a tiny teach about something random that somebody's asked me that I thought, that'll be useful. And you can ask me anything you want. They last about an hour, and they're fun. We just sit and chat and talk, and they're fun. Okay, I ask who's got news to share, who's stuck, and it's a lovely, lovely call. And I try to time them so that they suit our American colleagues and our Australian colleagues too. Fingers crossed. The price is fixed for the duration of your membership. So £20 a month. So if I decide after Christmas that I'm going to put the price up, you will still only pay £20 per month. If you decide to leave and want to come back, then it will be at the new price, whatever that price is. Okay? But you will pay just £20 a month. And you get access to me twice a month, every month. And you get a monthly newsletter too. And if you want to do an annual subscription, which is about $300 or £240 a year, you get a power hour with me. Just me and you, one-on-one, where we can talk about absolutely anything you want, where you can pick my brains to your heart content. Okay? So what's my final thoughts? Please, please, please go on and have a look. Stephanie2cartra.com, page WQS10. Please go and have a look. It would be wonderful to welcome you into the group. You can go onto my website, which is at the bottom of the page, www.stephaniethompsoncoaching.com, where you can see all the programs that I offer, all the different things that I do. You can sign up for my freebie. You can join my Facebook group. But what do you get for that first £20 a month? For £20 a month or $25, you will get instant access to the masterclass, the workbook, the how-to videos, the templates for all of these things. The mechanics of a 5-day challenge. That's exactly how I first started my business, by doing a 5-day challenge. Nothing like starting in the middle of something, isn't it? Yeah, no, I started right in the middle and then worked either way. But it's a 42-day plan of what to do each day to run your 5-day challenge, or 3 or 7, whatever you want. It's worth at least £388. I've been told it's worth an awful lot more, but I want more people to be able to shine their light. So I'm gifting it for £20 a month. Names, colours, logos, visual branding by any other name. I've touched on some of that today. Some of it, the brand board bit, the fun. I love working in Pinterest. Loved it. It was great fun. Whatever you do, be careful. Be careful that if you are going to use it on your website, those pictures on your website, etc., they must be royalty free. I don't want you getting into trouble and having nasty letters saying you've used my picture and you've not paid for it. So be very, very careful. If you're going to use it outside of you, for you personally, for your business, sitting there at the side of the wall, then it's not so bad. But if you're going to send it out, you've got to be careful. So that's just my caveat on that one. How to find my tribe. I get that asked so many times. Well, where do I find my ideal client, Stephanie? It's dead easy. It's really easy. And I tell you exactly how to do it. I show you exactly how to find your tribe, how to create your freebie and landing page. Because when they sign up for the freebie, they land on the landing page, okay? So that's 2 in 1, that is. 2 masterclasses in 1. And I show you exactly, step by step. Press this button, press that button. Now put this in this square. Now put that in that square. Now press this button, press that button. I literally take you through it step by step. So there's no me saying, go and use MailChimp, and that's it. No. I then create a video of how to create an account in MailChimp, how to create a landing page in MailChimp, how to send an email in MailChimp, etc. Creating social media content. Again, I have so many people come and say, I have no idea where to start. How do you put all those posts out every day? It builds up. You don't have to do 4 every day right from day 1. Don't worry about it. It builds up. It becomes a habit. I share with you. I sat with a friend several weeks ago, and I went through the social media content. It creates 52 days worth of content just by following that social media content masterclass. And don't forget, you've got it again next month and the month after and the month after. It's there available for you. It's not going anywhere, and there will be more masterclasses being added. The next one is how to design and create your program. So as you can see, I'm covering some really chunky stuff. I put them in at 388. Colleagues, friends, they say it should be worth at least 588, maybe 888. But I'm gifting them to you for £20 a month. All you have to do to get instant access is https://stephanie2.carter.com/page/capital W, capital Q, small s, 10. It would be wonderful to welcome you into the group. And some final words. My final words are enjoy. Enjoy being in business. If it's hard work, then you're not in flow. It's really important to be in flow. And one of the things that causes you to be out of flow is not knowing what to do. So my gift to you is for £20 a month, you will know exactly what to do. I'm Stephanie Thompson from Stephanie Thompson Coaching, and it has been an absolute pleasure to work with you, to share the knowledge, to be able to talk to you, and to really, really get to know you. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to talking to you in the membership group, Get Focused Vault. It's a wonderful place to be. Bye.
The Pearls of Wisdom virtual online retreat is proudly sponsored by Serenity Radio. Find out more at serenityradio.co.uk.
Preview.